Okay? There is two deep, there is a deep lingual vein and deep lingual artery, okay, with lingual nerve passing there, and you can see them very easily. Fimbriated fold اللي هو البوردر لما ينتهي هذا السموث ميوكس ممبرين ويبدا المارجن، okay, اللي هو الدورسم، margin and dorsum of the tongue. We call it the fimbriated fold because it demarcates the end of the smooth mucous membrane and the starting of the folded one, okay, and more keratinized or keratinized. ليش هذا مهم؟ حكينا الفرينيولم وحكينا هذا السموث. There is two clinical points here, very important. In pediatrics now, some childs will born with a very long frenulum. The folding بيكون extended, very long, which will restrict the movements of the tongue, okay, in the kids, okay, and this will provide problems. This is what we call it the tight tongue. لسانه معقود, okay. Tight tongue when the frenulum is excessively large or extends too far anteriorly, which will limit the tongue mobility. Okay? This, in infants during first year of life, will provide something with suckling problem, بالرضاعة, يشكل له مشكلة, ما يعرفش يرضع مظبوط, and later on it will provide after that speech problems. بعد السنة. ليش? Because some letters you have to get the tongue to what? To contact opposite to the palate. صح؟ In the very large frenulum, the tongue movement is restricted. فبيبدأ إيش الولد يلتف بتسميه. Okay? So there will be a difficulty in speech. So it will tight tongue when the frenulum is very large. This will provide first suckling problems, later on speech problems. Okay? So the treatments يروح على البيدياتريك surgical cut of that frenulum a little bit. Okay? يسموه frenectomy. So the first thing is frenectomy. See a case here of a frenectomy. Very simple. في صوت؟
Under the tongue, this membrane or frenulum goes from the tongue to the alveolar ridge. If you can look very closely, under the frenulum there's a muscle called the genioglossus muscle. It's that little beefy muscle beneath the frenulum. The place that we want to sniff is between the tongue and that genioglossus muscle. We sniff parallel to the tongue into the sulcus, between the tongue and the muscle, where it's at its thinnest, so that we get the least amount of bleeding. And we want to go slightly deeper than the muscle itself, so that it's well attached to the gum line. After that, the baby has free access, freedom of movement of his tongue without impeding the movement by its attachment to the gum. When the frenulum is attached to the gum, then the tongue cannot be through because when the jaw lowers, the tongue is pulled down and they can't suck properly. Okay, so if you'd like now, we will go on to the procedure. Okay? The groove retractor, this is the groove retractor, these are our scissors. With the groove retractor, you raise the tongue, while the baby's eyes, you snip the frenulum parallel to the groove retractor, so stay close to the retractor, and now we have the release of the tongue. There's no bleeding whatsoever. See that? Sometimes bleeding is really effective. Yeah,
Very easy, very simple procedure. You just put the groove retractor, pull the tongue and cut a little bit until you see there is a free range of movement, and that's all. Frenectomy. The second thing we could use here in pharmacology, we use it in pharmacology and in pharmacy medicine, because as this is a very smooth surface, so anything you can put here can easily resolve, pass through this mucous membrane and get into the venous blood quickly in less than 1 minute. So they call it, use it for what? For absorption, quick need for absorption of the drugs, to get directly into the blood without passing through the hepatic metabolism, first hepatic pass. Okay? So to use this, they have something, they call it sublingual absorption of the drugs. Okay? And the most common example, you know, is nitroglycerin, the vasodilator in angina, of course, because you need blood to go fastly to dilate the coronary veins, okay, and coronary arteries. So they use it by putting nitroglycerin pills under the surface of the tongue. These pills will resorb and get directly into the deep lingual veins. So the pill is placed under the tongue, get absorbed and enters the deep lingual vein in less than 1 minute. Why deep lingual vein? بس ليش بالفين؟ ليش الابسوربشن بيروح على الفين؟ ليش بيروحش على الارتري؟
superficial.
Why it goes to the vein? Yes. So in histology you studied that. The difference histologically, the artery فيه tonica media, smooth muscle layer is very large, very thick. فهاي بتشكل ايش؟ عائق أو حاجز. Okay? It prevents the direct absorption or quick absorption of the drug. So that's why